Haha! My name is Wildkard. Welcome back to my channel. Hurricanes versus the Rebels. Super Rugby round 14. Wellington with the windy city. The stadium by the water. Ooh. This was quite a comfortable win for the Hurricanes. There were some really awesome play from the Rebels, which despite the loss, I thought that was quite entertaining to watch. This guy, Lucas Ripley, he so basically he come off the bench like 7 minutes into the first half when Reece Hodge got I don't think he's that bad at injured. Maybe he got copped a I don't know what to call it. I don't think he actually hurt himself, but he copped a stinger or something on his knee. So he comes off limping a bit, but I think he's okay. So Ripley goes onto the field, played the remainder 74 minutes, 73 minutes, and scored 3 tries for the Rebels. All the tries for the Rebels he scored. He was an absolute flyer on the wing. It was unbelievable, how good this guy was. Every time he got the ball, he looked threatening. And yeah, I was surprised. This guy should just be starting over Reece Hodge, period, and just get rid of him. I mean, that was really impressive from Ripley. Quite a talent, actually. And also, this game we saw the return of Matt Amura. The only problem with Amura is he returned to play 12. Yeah, you know exactly why. And he plays 12, so Carter Gordon still stayed at 10. I thought Tamura played much better at 10, especially with Carter Gordon and Tamura. Both players aren't very good at defending. They're both, let's face it, bad tacklers. So having 2 players at 10 and 12 channel, both not very good at tackling, is a bit of a defensive liability, and he kind of showed a little bit this game. So Tamura coming back at 12, but he did show that he is the more experienced playmaker, setting up some of those tries for Ripley, including a grubber kick behind. Just, yeah, really well done by Tamura. And yeah, I was really happy to see him back, and he definitely brings that extra bit of spice for the Rebels team, makes the game a little bit more entertaining. Now let's talk about the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes. This team is becoming one of those teams that's a mixture of old, not even old, old timers and new timers kind of mixed together in this team. We have Owen Franks returning off the bench. We've got the Bus trying to make another run for the Rugby World Cup. And he wants to play center, and he was running, mowing people down on the field. I mean, the Bus, every time he plays this game, he looks better and better and better. He does look like he's got better in shape as well than last year compared to 2020. So, his claim for that All Black jersey is starting to be, more and more of a, I wouldn't say a starting jersey, maybe for the bench. He's starting to make a statement for that. So it's really good to see that. The Bus running people down. And also these, like I said, Owen Franks coming off the bench really gave the Hurricanes that extra bit of a kick they needed in the second half. We saw the team kind of falling to a bit of a low in the second half. The Melbourne Rebels was able to come back a little bit. And then Franks comes on, immediately scrum penalty, wins a scrum penalty and puts the Hurricanes back in the front foot again. So it was really impressive there. Also, I just want you to have to imagine something, right? There's a moment in this game, I thought, man, that's the difference between New Zealand rugby and pretty much every other team in the world. There was a moment in the game just before halftime. The hooter has already gone. Hurricanes was leading 26 points to 8. Now just imagine this. 26 points to 8, and Hurricanes was defending the Melbourne Rebels attack inside their own 22, gets the penalty turnover, hooter goes off. What do? I think every other team in the world, except for the Springboks, but Springboks is a national team, right? Every other team in the world, except for the Springboks, which is a national team, club team wise, every other team in the world, when you're leading 26 points to 8, you just go to halftime, right? Especially your penalties inside your own 22. You really gotta work almost the entire length of the field to get anything out of it. Hurricane, we're gonna go have a crack before half time. They kicked the ball off for a 50-meter line out, and then they just went from there. got inside the Rebels half, got another penalty. Like literally, they got 3 points from something that was not even going to be on offer beforehand. Should have taken the 3, but now Hurricanes wanted to go for the line out, go for the more, go for that, set piece, something that they wanted to work on. Their more has been not as good as the other team, so they wanted to go for it. Didn't go pay off for them. The more did not go well. They didn't get the points that they came out after. But I thought it was just the mentality, like the winning mentality, the finishing strong mentality. Despite you winning 26-8, there's absolutely no reason for you to take a risk from so far away. But that's the difference between New Zealand rugby and something that, quite frankly, I really hope that Australian rugby can pick up a little bit of that, rub off a little bit of that mentality, and just, it will be hugely helpful for the teams, especially teams like the Rebels. They need to start drilling that sort of ideology into the team. Really, like, make it, take every opportunity you got, regardless what situation you're in, and try to, like, maximize your winning chance at all times. And that's just, I thought that was like one of those moments where you just want to applaud the team for making that decision. That was really, really, really good. So overall match stats, the Hurricanes 947 run meters. Jesus, this is ridiculously high. And at halftime, the run meters was only 304 to the Rebels 240. I feel like this run meters, it can't be right. I don't think either teams did that much more running in the second half. But I feel like yesterday we saw the Reds game, the run meters were completely off, like 1,000 run meters almost for both teams or something. It was ridiculous. But this is looking a bit interesting as well. So Rebels only 42 run meters at halftime, and the Hurricanes 304 at halftime. So full time 947 run meters to 623. Turnovers, can see the Hurricanes did turn over a bit more balls than the Rebels. At halftime, Hurricanes turned over 7 balls to the Rebels 5. So by full time, Hurricanes gave away another 10 turnovers in the second half, and Rebels only gave away 6. So the Rebels had a better discipline, better handling overall. Tackle count, Hurricanes 23 tackles to the Rebels 164. Missed tackles for the Rebels though, 38, really a bit high there. Hurricanes 15 missed tackles, not the best either for the tackle percentage wise. Could probably do a little bit better. Kicks in play. So this game, not much kicking was involved. At halftime, 8 kicks to the Hurricanes, to the Rebels 6. So second half, 15-16 overall. So not that much kicking was done overall for the entire duration of the game. And 3 tries for the Rebels. Lineouts. The Rebels lost 5 lineouts this game. Just like there was some bizarre, just really bizarre communication errors. Like there was one time the Hurricanes scored a try for one of the lineout mistakes with the Rebels. Not sure what they're trying to do. I think it's like a 5-meter lineout. They're trying to throw it over the top into their, I guess the lock was supposed to run onto it from the back line, but it didn't get there. And for some reason, all he had to do is run 5 meters. He fails to catch the ball. It didn't look straight either. So just like really, really bad lineout for the Rebels. I was a bit surprised to see that. And overall penalty count, the 12 penalties for both teams. Halftime was pretty even as well. 7 penalties against the Hurricanes, 6 against the Rebels. So the Rebels already lost 2 lineouts in the half by halftime. By full time, they lost another 3 in the second half. So really something that the set piece from the Rebels, you figured, some of the Rebels, especially lineout operators, are Wallabies. Like, Matt Phillip is a Wallaby. So, and pretty sure the hooker, Jordan Willisi, well, I don't think he's a Wallaby. I think he's a reserve for Wallabies as well. He's played some games for Wallabies. But like for these 2 guys to not really get that line out correctly, not very good. Anyway, let's go through some of the tries, go through some of the stats quickly. So overall, it took the Hurricanes 2 minutes to score the first try. Like literally right from the get-go, Hurricanes in the front foot, gets a penalty, go for the line out. Line out comes down. They just do a little ball to the back. Ruben Love, nice little loop behind. Just nice. Creates, shuffles up the Melbourne defense. Long ball wide to the bus. Runs in. First try on the board. And immediately the Hurricanes 5 points to the nil. 2 minutes in. Rebels gets a penalty on the 6th minute, kicks that one, 5 points to 3, looking like the Rebels going to try to keep themselves in the game. That didn't last very long. 9 minutes into the game, another line out for the Hurricanes. The ball comes down, it links. So this was a nice little set piece play. The Hurricanes goes down. They had TJ Piranara at the 10 position. So the ball comes out. I think the 10 was like halfback or something, or maybe it was one of the locks. Or I can't remember exactly who. But one of the Hurricanes player gets the ball off on the line out. He links around, loops around into the 9-10 channel. Pass ball to TJ Piranara. TJ Piranara just beautiful play. Held the ball a little bit, draw the defender, little short pop, pinpoint accurate pass to Proctor. Billy Proctor runs straight in for the second try for the Hurricanes. 17 minutes into the game, the Rebels just throwing penalties away, absolutely throwing penalties away left and right. The Hurricanes gets 5 meter line out, and they just set up a more. The ball didn't go well. Ball comes out. Once again, long ball to the back line. And Gibson gets the ball. Goes in for the third try for the Hurricanes. After this, 3 tries down. Rebels finally get themselves an opportunity back on the board. So basically, the first time this took 20 to 22 minutes for the Rebels to basically first time getting into the Hurricanes half. They go for a line out. Finally, this sets up quite nicely. The ball just some good hard running, crash ball on the Rebels, set things up first. And then the defenders gets all drawn in, sucked into the breakdown. The ball comes out, goes to Amura. Amura gets the ball nice and calm over the top to the winger. The replacement guy for Reece Hodge. Ripley gets the ball on the wing. And he outruns Jordy Barry on the wing. Just completely runs out wide, goes in for the try. Yeah, he actually beat Jordy Barry a couple times this game, I thought. Was really, really good. So he gets the first try on the ball for the Rebels. 33 minutes into the game, it looked like Jordy Barry scored a try here. The Hurricanes was just running the ball in center field. Jordy Barry gets a nice little short pass from his number 10. He runs straight through. And the referee calls it forward pass. And they showed it on the replay. Not even close to a forward pass. So this was a really, really bad decision. The referee should have just let this go on and then reviewed it on TMO. But the referee made an on-field decision. It was a forward pass. And it didn't even go to a TMO review. And the try was not even considered at all. So yeah, it was really poor. But it doesn't really matter. A minute later, the Hurricanes had a penalty advantage anyway. Hurricanes goes for a line out. Just Ruben Love gets the ball. So the line comes in. The ball spread out wide to Ruben Love. Ruben Love on the side on the wing just ran like 10, 15 meters, bumps through a bunch of defenders. Some really, really good hard running. And then the ball comes out, quick ball. Like Jordy Barry gets the ball, and he was under pressure. Just quick lighting hands. This was super fast hands. He got smashed as well as soon as he passed the ball. Under pressure, pass quick ball to his lock number 4. Blackwell gets the ball, runs in to the try runs in for a try in center field under the sticks. So that was really, really good hands by Jordy Barry on the 34th minute. Hurricanes gets another try. And like I said, just before halftime, Hurricanes had a penalty inside their own 22. Instead of finishing the game, they opted to go for a 50-meter line out, and they almost got a try out of this one. But eventually, the Rebels were able to hold the attack and finish the game at halftime. So second half starts. The game kind of started a bit on the momentum with the Rebels side. So 5 minutes in, there was a funny moment where Ulesi, the hooker, gets the ball. I think he stripped the ball from the Hurricanes, and he just found himself in open space. And it was like running, people were chasing him, and he didn't know what to do. He chip kicked the ball over the top, and it was just like everybody was laughing. It's pretty funny. But anyway, following this bit of a pressure from the Rebels, on the 49th minute, finally the Rebels were able to convert that pressure they had early in the game into the first try in the second half. So they went for a line out inside the Hurricanes half 22. The line out goes to a Moore. The Moore didn't get through, but the Rebels just start crashing the ball, hard running. 2 crash balls later, the ball goes deep behind to Gordon. Gordon basically gets the ball, finds an extra person out wide. He loops kind of like a really deep kind of setup. He gets the ball deep, and then the Hurricanes kind of rush up on him, but he sees the man out wide, extra space. Too many players have been drawn into the breakdown. Throws it over to Ripley. Ripley runs in for a second try. I think he had Jordy Barry on the side as well, and he ran by Jordy Barry again in this one. 49th minute. The first try for the Rebels, second try overall in the game, coming in the second half. 56th minute, the Hurricanes gets their first try in the second half, and their fifth try. The bus, Julian Savia, was mowing people down. Basically made a really nice run. And then the ball, he gets tackled like inside the Rebels 22. Really quick ball, a nice little short ball to the big prop who runs in. He gets tackled short and he reaches out for the try, like a little dunk try. On the 65th minute, Jordy Barry gets his try. Once again, the Rebels, just a little bit earlier than that, Owen Franks comes on at 60th minute. It looked like the Hurricanes are losing a little bit of steam here. Franks comes on, stabilizes the situation, brings that bit of stability for the team, which was like really like a second injection of energy into the Hurricanes team. So 65 minutes, basically Franks wins a penalty right away as he comes on with the scrum. 65 minutes, the Rebels were basically had to do a 5-meter defensive line out. And the ball goes over the top. Nobody caught the ball. The ball kind of, the Rebels players kind of like juggle supporting there. Hurricanes recovers. Owen Franks recovered this one. He recovers this one. He gets tackled short. And then one crash ball by the Hurricanes. Another quick ball comes out. Jordy Barrett, TJ Perrin gets the ball. Short ball to Jordy Barrett. Jordy Barrett, too quick, too fast. Runs in under the sticks. Gets tackled under the sticks, but he goes in anyway for the... What is it? Our sixth try for the Hurricanes. And then on the 73rd minute, Hurricanes gets another one. There was a Rebels were kind of like attacking inside the Hurricanes half, like just inside inside the Hurricanes 50. Loose pass by one of the Rebels players. I think one of the players tried to like make an offload, and the offload basically goes loose. And then Morgan, the number 10, scoops up the ball, runs 50 meters. Down the other end, try time for Hurricanes, just easy, soft try. And finally, the Rebels had the last laugh on the 76th minute. The Rebels were inside the Hurricanes 22 again. Matt Amura, the experience, sees that Jordy Barrett I think he came off the field at this point. Sees there was no fullback, grab a kick behind, bounces up perfectly for Ripley, catches the ball. Uncontested, another try for the Rebels. And that's the way the game ended. 45 points to 22. Hurricanes, quite easy and comfortable win. At no point did I feel like the Hurricanes was under sufficient pressure to lose this game. But it was good to see that Ripley scoring 3 tries. And Hodge, thanks very much, mate. You're dropped. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys a bit later for the big game, the big one. Brumbies versus the Blues. Thanks, guys, and see you later.